Hi everyone, welcome again to Edu-Astro, and today we are again back in front of you with the second episode of the Numerology series. In the previous episode, you would have heard about something called as a life path number. We had also told you about life path number 9, a bit of it, but we are going to now discuss in much more detail what is a life path number. And today we are going to cover life path number 8 and a lot of more interesting facts about it. We have Renu with us. Again, thank you, Renu, for joining in. And over to you.
Thank you, Kabir, for inviting me again. So, in the last session, I would say that we covered a lot of thing about introduction, about numerology, how it works, and we discussed about life path number, that why it is important to our life in our life. So, and I have mentioned also about it that there is only one life path number throughout our lifetime. It is not changeable because no one can change their date of birth. So, there are ultimate life purposes of our birth, the lessons that we have to learn in this lifetime. It all comes from life path number. And we discussed about one of the life path number, that is life path number 9. So, and the examples that we mentioned about it, that these people are humanitarian people. Their purpose of life is to develop their spirituality, humanitarianism, wisdom, integrity, and creativity. So, the kind of people they have to evolve, develop, and inspire and learn these qualities over a period of time. So all the numbers, as I said before, they are not perfect numbers. They have positive parts as well as negative. So that is what we talk about in all our sessions we going forward. So today we are going to speak about the most interesting number, I would say, in numerology, that is life path number 8. So the life path number 8, or I would say the number 8, is often being misunderstood and is taken as a difficult number because it represents the planet Saturn or Shani. But if you ask me, I'll call it a powerhouse number, the number 8.
Very true, very true. And, as you mentioned just now, Saturn or Shani,
Right.
everywhere to whomsoever you speak about either astrology or planet or numerology or any occult sciences, right? So, number 8 or Saturn specifically comes out as the most dreaded planet, and everybody is afraid of Saturn.
Mhm.
I would really take this opportunity to break the myth behind this. See, in life, when we are leading our lives from our childhood till the day we die, there is a path of learning because of which we are born. We have to go through that path.
Absolutely.
And if there is no one to tell us what path to take or how to go about it, how are we going to fulfill that journey? Our journeys will be unfulfilled. Saturn as a planet or a graha, I would say, does this for us. He is called the karma karak. That means the significator of your karma. He is the judge of the entire cabinet of your entire solar system. There are 9 grahas which we use in Vedic astrology. 7 of them have mass and 2 of them are mathematical points. Saturn is the outermost planet in that area. And it is the slowest moving planet. It takes its own time. But it is the planet which judges you for everything. It is the only judge in the entire cabinet. Now just imagine a judge is the best person who can tell you that what you have done is correct or not correct.
Right.
He is not your enemy. He is telling you what needs to be done, in what manner, so that you fulfill what you have come for. Now, how can that person who is actually helping you to fulfill your actual mission in this life be your enemy or should be dreaded? The only thing is that it makes you work hard.
Yeah,
Saturn represents patience. He represents hard work. Saturn is the representation of all the menial yet pivotal jobs which are required to run a society.
agreed.
The Kurma avatar of Vishnuji, just Google it. Anybody who is listening to the show, the Kurma avatar of Vishnuji, Kurma avatar is represented by Saturn. Without the Kurma avatar, the Samudra Manthan would not have happened. And without the Samudra Manthan, the Amrit and your poison would not have been segregated. Just imagine, everybody knows the Samudra Manthan as a story in a very different format and forgets the Kurma avatar, because of which that tortoise, because of which the churning could happen. That is Saturn. We will not understand what importance Saturn plays in our lives because it is slow. Things will move very slowly. Things will require hard work, patience, endurance, persistence, responsibility, sense of duty. All these things, discipline, requires is required from Saturn, and it will give you obstacles because it wants to make you great. That is Saturn. But what we need to remember is, out of all the planets which are represented by all the different numbers, right? Saturn is the only planet which assures surety. भगवान के घर में देर है अंधेर नहीं है is Saturn.
Yeah, it gives you results.
It is not a planet of denial. It is the only planet of surety. Only thing is that it takes time. It makes you work hard for your own benefit. But if you do your stuff properly, surely it will give you your result. That is why it is said, be careful what you wish for.
Because it's the number of manifestation.
It is the number of manifestation. This is what Saturn is. So hopefully people have now been able to understand a bit. And if you think deeply, understand what we are talking about and go through the entire episode, you will be able to understand more why number 8 is not a number to be dreaded of. You should actually be very grateful to number 8 because it will help you fulfill the worst of the situations, go through worst of the situations and fulfill your life in the best possible manner. Yes, with time, with hard work, with persistence, with patience, but surely it will give you your result.
Right.
And as we go through the session, Renu, we are going to talk about this more. You know, what type of personalities are there and everything. People will get to know much more about it, right? Over to you.
So, as I said, it is a powerhouse number, as you correctly said, and people misunderstand this number a lot. They feel it is the most difficult number. But people who are born with life path number 8 have a lifelong mission, that is to achieve great success. If you have the number 8 in your numerology birth chart or life path number 8, it often leads to wealth or positions of power. Number 8 is a source of power and strength. So at times, people take it as in this number is often mistakenly linked only to money. But when I'm talking about power and strength, it means your internal strength, which aims at bringing balance and harmony. So I'll give you an example. If you look at number 8, it looks like an infinity symbol. So it does not have a beginning and ending. There is a constant movement, change, and transformation that happens. It resonates never ending and boundless possibilities for people who are born with life path number 8. So if you look at it, like people with the life path number 8 are usually associated with being natural and prolific leaders. They have excellent management skills and always their focus is to achieve something great. So especially if you look at it, people like politicians, or if we talk about businessmen, or they are specifically into something which is related to finance or related to business matters. They are ambitious, they are diligent, hardworking, goal oriented, they have strong work ethics. So, as I said before, that it is the number of manifestations. So, these people tend to attract what they focus their attention on. If they have a focus, if they have a goal, what they want to achieve, so their entire focus goes on that. So actually, they do not follow any trend. They are trendsetters. So if I give you an example, like in entertainment industry, we have Katrina Kaif, for example, Saurav Ganguly, or our own Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Mother Teresa. So if you look at it, they are trendsetters. They don't follow any trend.
And that's because of the fact these number 8 people, they delve so deep into what they do. They find out new ways, innovative ways to do things. And thus they become the trendsetters. And obviously, when you are doing that deep, when you are taking your time to refine what you are doing again and again, it will take time. That's why patience is required. But the end result is something which has not done ever before.
Right.
That is the magic of number 8.
So that is what, even if a simple, they are moving out somewhere, they're wearing something, people tend to follow them. They don't follow any trend, but actually they are trendsetters.
Yeah. And take a look at it. I told you Saturn is the judge. You will find number 8 people, they are, a lot of number 8 people will be judges also.
Right.
In law.
Yes.
Can you become a judge in a day, or just with 4 years of study or 5 years of study? No, it takes a lifetime to do that.
Absolutely.
And it is a great responsibility. These people, whatever work they do it with great responsibility.
Yes.
So if you are doing things with responsibility, you will take time to develop. And thus the time is taken so that you can achieve greatly.
Right.
Isn't it? Now, can we delve a bit deeper into, say, for example, if I look at my birth number or birth date, how will I be able to understand that whether I am a number 8 or 9 or what?
Okay. So let's take an example today. We will pick up one of the birth dates, a random birth date, and we'll try to calculate and see that what is the total, how can we calculate life path number. So it becomes easy for people to relate that going forward when we are talking about life path number, so they can relate to it. So let's take an example for 4th February 1982.
Okay.
So 4th is my date of birth, February, the second month of the year, 1982. So when we add up, it is 4 plus 2 plus. When we talk about 1982, it is like 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 2. So whatever is the outcome of 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 2 is 20. So we have to reduce that 20 number to a single digit number, that is 2. So 4 plus 2 is a 6 plus 2, it makes it 8 number. So that is how we are going to calculate.
So first we should take the year, combine
date of birth. Yeah.
So we take the year, we combine it, add up all the digits. If it is a singular digit, very good. If it is not, you reduce it again to a singular digit by adding the last 2 digits. Take the date, take the month, add everything together, and whatever is the residual, the final outcome, that comes out, and that is the number 8 or whatever number is. In this case, 4th February 1982, it's a number 8.
Yes.
Are there any exceptions to the calculation?
Yes, there are. So this is a very simple number that I have taken. So as I said before in my last video, we have karmic numbers, we have master numbers. So there is a different way of calculating it. So as soon as we cover in different videos, the different series of videos that will be coming, we'll be talking about those numbers also. So the calculation differs there.
So that will be very interesting, because right now, let's keep it simple. We will go through this. The main focus is to tell people that there is something called as a life path number 8. This is how you can
Right.
look at your life path number. Obviously, if people are in a hurry to find out their own life path numbers right now, they can contact us. That's not a problem
Right.
at all. We can help them. But as we go ahead in the series, we will have other sessions where we are going to take all the exceptions and explain it.
Right.
Now, if we are to sum up, what type of traits do these people have? What are their strengths and what are their weaknesses? I will not say weakness because there is nothing
Right.
called as weakness. It is
Agree.
something which you are good at and something which you can make use of in different manner in a developmental area. Right? So you will have
Agree.
your
Yeah.
developmental areas, you will have your things which you are good at. So what are those for this life path number 8?
So, as most of the things that you have said before, number eight, they are very confident, they are ambitious, they are resilient, they are powerful and dynamic. As you said, they are the better judge of character and attract the right kind of people to work with them. So, if they have a goal in their mind, they are the better judge of character, that what kind of people will fit in the perfect role to help them to achieve that goal, right? They are responsible people, they are responsible citizens in the society. They are very determined. What they have decided, they will do it. They will, because they focus on it, their complete focus goes there. They are commanding because that is what they are, what they want. They are, they make sure that is done. They're very intelligent, very intuitive. There are umpteen difficult things which others can't do, but they can quite easily. So that is what a life path number eight people are. But at the same time, at times when they are ambitious about it, so there is a very thin line to it to decide where to stop. As in, where is my ambition? Am I crossing that or not? They have to have a control on that. So they become over ambitious at times, which make them workaholic. And because of that, the controlling, commanding of the things. And something that they miss out on it, because as they are workaholic, so they are, uh, you know,
Count the
uh,
fun on life, right?
right, less emotional in relationships, I would say. They are not that expressive. They don't wear emotions on their sleeves. But it is not that they don't have emotion. If somebody is in pain, their friends, their family members, they are the first one to be there. So there are people who have to understand life path number eight, because they are very straightforward. They are outspoken. So it is not that they does not have a feeling for somebody, but they don't show it.
And obviously,
It is
in these terms, people will also sometimes think of them as selfish,
right.
and they will also be looked as people who do not obey defiant, because they
Right.
are very clear about what they want to do in a particular manner because of a particular thought process and the hard work they have done. Got it.
Agreed.
Got
And
it.
yes, and it is difficult for them to take advice.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for them, because once they have made up their mind, it is very difficult to make them understand that there is a second way out of it.
Mm.
So at times they have to understand that if they have to take defeat in a positive way, which becomes difficult for them, they take it
Ah,
very personally. So they have to focus less on the quest for material wealth. So they need to understand that it is just not about the materialistic part of it, because as I said before, it is more about the inner strength and power that they need to understand, balancing more harmony and balance in their relationships.
because see, uh, these particular things psychologically will go and impact one part of your mind, or rather the entire mind, in a manner that sometimes, some point in time in life, they will feel lonely,
Right.
right? They can feel mentally depressed. This can again lead to chronic diseases, because when your mind is in that state, disease automatically comes in, and they are long lasting ones. Right? Chronic
Right.
diseases can be there. If things don't move fast, sometimes you might see that you are failing. You can be
Right.
fearful. There can be some phobia or some OCDs, right? All these
Right.
things can come in. but their biggest virtue is their patience. Their
Right.
biggest virtue is their not, relentless effort. They can go to any extent to complete a job.
Right.
They will not stop till they have done it. Right. This is what takes them to the end, in spite of all the obstacles they come across.
They are like phoenix bird, I would say, that turned into ashes and then coming out of it in their
Then comes
original
the
form, rebirth in that way. Yes.
super.
So I would suggest that, as they don't believe in taking advices or being controlled by someone. So I think for them the best career options would be self-employment. They should prefer that kind of thing instead of working somewhere under somebody. It is difficult for them to do that. So yeah. So it's field of
Where they have
politics.
their own area,
Yes.
right? I would rather
Yeah.
term it as like where you can do your own job, where you have your
Right.
own area in
Right.
your way. It can be self-employed, it can be singularly employed, it can be with a group
Right.
of people, it can be as a head of organization or anything. But they have their own area where they do the things they want to do in their own way.
Right, because they're visionaries.
Visionary,
So,
exactly. Any specific industries you have seen that number 8 people are predominantly there?
oh, they are very good politicians. So, in the field of politics, they are leaders. If you look at CEOs of the
Hmm.
company, then a field like they are, as I said before, that they have dynamic personality.
Hmm.
So, getting into beauty, fashion design, entertainment industry, or a communication industry, because they are very good orators, they are very good speakers. So, they can be part of the communication industry.
Got it. This is good. This is good. And so obviously they can't do anything alone, and the life is never alone. So there will be
Yeah.
people whom they can associate with, and some people more, some people less. So who are those
Right.
type of numbers or people with certain life path numbers where these guys are very whom with whom they are very comfortable?
So, as I said, or you have also confirmed about it, right? So, these people are outspoken, very straightforward, and dynamic personalities. They are confident, they are visionaries. So, something that they associate with is with number 4, with number 6, with the identical thoughts with number 8 itself. So, they don't go along with everyone, but these
Yes.
numbers, compatible numbers, actually, numbers work. It's not that they will not work with number 1 or number 2, but these specifically the numbers
This is
like
much
4,
more
6,
better for them, right?
right, better option for them.
Better option, easier compatibility, and all that stuff. So that means, in terms of work, in terms of personal relations, in terms of marital relation, in terms of
Yeah.
societal relations, if they come across number 4, 6, and 8, automatically these people will click with each other more than compared to
Right,
anybody else.
right,
Got it.
correct.
This is good. This is good. I hope our listeners and viewers, they now know that if they are number 8s, then finding a number 4, 6, and 8, a person with those life path numbers, would be much more better for them because they can relate to them much more better. But does not mean
Right.
that they cannot work with anybody else. They can, but obviously.
Yes.
Good. Anything else we want to add up today? Because we will be coming up in the next session with other life path numbers, and when we finish that, then other things are there. So, what do you think? This is enough for today for all our viewers to take in, digest, and come back with questions if they have.
The last thing that I would like to add in this is we discussed last time also about it. That is our remedies, wherein people at times get stuck with certain situation. They want to come out of it, though it's not going to change the situation, but it's going to mitigate the effect of that pattern at that point of time. So for number 8, as it represents planet Saturn. So for them, it's a reciting Shani mantra would help them. If they can offer black pill or sweets, iron products, black blanket, black slippers, something like that will help them in future.
One more thing I'll add from my experience.
Sure.
Saturn is the planet whom you can't make Saturn happy very easily.
Right.
Donation is a very good way of improving your Saturn or improving the development areas of number 8. It is a very good way of doing it, donations. But at the same time, remember, the best remedy for Saturn is to go through the process.
Right.
That is what number 8 or Saturn actually expects you to do. Go through the process, because Saturn is the planet of purity. It will give you the results if you go through the entire process. It is going to benefit you. Also, at the same time, Saturn represents old people.
Right.
If you help out old people, old age homes, donations over there, that also improves your Saturn. But again, everything said and done, everything is good, but Saturn expects you to go through the process. That is the best
Right.
remedy for Saturn.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. It was a fantastic discussion, a lot of insights, a lot of revelations. Today, we will end the session here. And next time, we are going to come up with another life path number and carry on as we have said. Thank you so much for your time, Renu. And for all the viewers and listeners, you can contact us at contact@edu-astro.com and visit our website www.edu-astro.com. You can also contact us through WhatsApp from the website itself. If you want to know your life path number, if you want to know what numbers are going to suit you, if you want to know anything else, please do get in touch with us. Like, share, and subscribe the video. Hit the bell icon for the notification. And please put in your comments for any specific doubts or questions or anything which you need so that we can revert to you. Right? Thank you and take care. We'll see you next week again. Bye bye.